To get $1 million, you need about like 2,700.
Every y'all say pulling up and shit. Now we gonna open.
Already opened up.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Let me hold it.
It's live. Yeah, bro, you good.
All right, shalom.
All right, shalom. Hold on, the sun. Let's
No, bro.
No,
We see the glare. They not gonna see the glare, bro.
They gonna see exactly what we see.
Right there. I'm gonna just stand in front of it. I like that sun, bro. I need that. Yo, bro, I'm about to set my game up.
Fall
You
back.
about to
Fall back.
Harry, I said I'm pulling up again.
Bro, just put this joint like this, man. Ariana, sit over there. Come on, step back a little bit. Right there, stay right there. Yep.
Right there.
And then Ariana right there.
Ariana right here.
You move over a little bit. I'm gonna stand in front of the sun. Move over, you good.
Yeah, open up.
Alright, shalom. Alright, we are the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out and prophesy the downfall of America. We can tell you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that you are the Israelites according to the Bible. But before that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Rakakodash. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who grew well. And peace, blessings, salutation to the sincere brothers that's doing his work, and to the few sisters that's listening and learning. Shalom.
Shalom, brothers.
Alright. I gotta
Pour Artie and then we just gonna go up the spirit.
Can't talk about that. Oh, that's. You get prophets all over it.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says the prophets that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yep, and the prophets that have been before are the same prophets that are prophesying today. You know, because through the scriptures it says the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. So if we be those prophets coming back on our natural lot, it's inevitable that we're going to prophesy the downfall of this great kingdom, just as we prophesied the downfall of many great kingdoms in the past. And we prophesy, and what are those things that we prophesied of? Famine, destruction, chaos, salvation, pestilence. You know, and with this prophecy that we're prophesying today, the main thing is that there's going to be an all-out chaos in America, and the effect or the cause of those things are going to be, or really the result of the chaos is going to be the effect of famine, pestilence, sedition, you know, etc., etc., and which is Jacob's trouble, which ultimately is going to be result in the salvation of the elect, which is the end goal. You know, the salvation of the elect is the destruction of America, the humbling of the heathen, and ultimately the destruction of the heathen as well, and the upliftment of the Israelites in a new kingdom being established on earth. You know, New Jerusalem coming down, and you know the Lord's laws and ways are going to be instilled in the whole earth, man. You know,
That's gonna be a beautiful sight, man. I would love to be those angelical bodies and then kind of come down flying. That's technically what it's saying. We be flying down. That's pretty cool.
So I'm sorry.
I'll say the other way.
Let's start with this article. But our Great Recession is in full effect. All right. It's an article that just came out, I believe, today. Article came out today. It says, it says, economist warns world in early stages of a very significant recession. It says Nancy Lazar, the chief global economist of the investment bank Piper Sandler, said on Monday that the world is in the first recession, cooling down the Eurozone in particular, and noted that it looks like China GDP in the second quarter could also be negative. So it's a world economy. It says Lazar added that economist activity in the United States will feel very, very weak as growth slows down from last year's recovery. Now we think the United States could not go into a recession. We have still plus 1% GDP for the U.S. this year, but that's still a very significant slowdown from the roughly 6% last year. She added that similar fears of recession occurred in 2015 and 2016. U.S. economic growth was revised slightly higher in the final months of 2021, helping the nation record its best year for growth in nearly 4 decades before the highly contagious Omicron blah dampened consumer spending and further strained the global supply chain. Gross domestic products, the broadcast measures of the goods and services produces across the economy, grew by 7% on an annualized basis in the fourth quarter. The Commerce Department said in the second reading of the data in February, the economy grew at an annual revised rate of 2.3%, but this past year has only been 1%. So it's like America's holding on to its last legs, man. A year prior, when Trump was in office, a year and some change. No, it was a year prior, right? Trump was in office a year prior.
I had been in office for about a year.
Yeah, about a year prior.
That shit went by. Wait.
But it seems like you've been in office.
Nah, for me it seemed like he just got in office.
No, real?
Yeah, time been flying for
I
me.
feel like that motherfucker been here forever.
Yo,
Because the new John 24, right?
24.
right, Tom has been flying, but
No, I'm lying. He been in office 2 years.
Yeah, because remember
2 years.
he started
2020
with the pandemic, John.
Yeah, he started in 2020.
2 years in.
2
The
years.
new Jones is in
right.
24. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Either way, it says when Trump was in office, the last year that we had upwards of 6% growth on the growth in our economy. Now it's basically a shit, man. We already know that that all of this stuff is basically disintegrating, man. It's all growing weaker and weaker and weaker, man. And but that also means that Jacob's trouble is on the horizon, because we got to look at everything in a corresponding way. Like, everything is tied to each other. Remember, it's because of a lack of bread and food and water, because of inflation, because of a lack of resources and jobs, these people are going to be going crazier and crazier and crazier, man. The earth language?
I got that, but it was another one that says the world grow weaker.
That is.
No, it's another one. It's another one.
I'm going to try to find it.
Hold on, it's on the tip of my tongue.
The earth grow weaker.
It's like the earth grow weaker because of the evil or some shit something like that.
Even the trees will rejoice type of joint.
Something of that sort.
That's Isaiah 14, but I don't know if that's the one because it's after the pop of their situation, then it goes to how to.
Oh no, you're talking about second address. You're talking about the one that says
I think it's in Apocalypse.
yes, I think the second address. You're talking about
What is it? The second chapter?
for yet greater evils that let me see. Yeah, second address.
2. Let's see.
Second address 14 and 17 says, "For look how much the world shall be weaker through age,
Yeah, that's
so much that the more shall evils increase upon
Yeah,
them
that's
that dwell therein."
Okay,
And that's perfect precept to what I just literally
That's what I
said,
was thinking about.
because everything corresponds, everything is a parallel. So as the economy is growing weaker, as the world's economy is growing weaker, as wars are stirring up, as pandemics are going out because they're talking about new types of viruses it's like a shitstorm that's coming. They're talking about food shortages, energy shortages, and just shortages all across the spectrum, which in result is going to make these people go crazy, man. And that's how we know we're getting closer and closer to Jacob's trouble. And this is a time that brothers should be, praying for that faith, man, because it's going to be a time like we always talk about Jacob's trouble. It's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to be in it.
Yeah,
and when
that's right.
bullets are flying, there's no food on the shelves, all you're going to have is your faith at that point. You're not going to have resources like everybody else. You're going to have to have faith that the Most High is going to deliver you, that the Most High has a purpose for everything, and you're going to have to stand on your 10 toes when it comes to that, man.
And even though when we actually go through Jacob's trouble and we actually start to see the prophecies, we're going to think like, yo, we prophesied this. But on the same token, right on the other side, actually going through that experience, because the way the Lord expresses that, it's like never seen before, a time of great judgment. Even though you prophesied of this and you was in the faith, going through that experience can make you fold.
Oh, exactly.
It can make you fold.
That's why I say you got to pray for that spirit, though.
Right, because you going through the motions and the fear, and you just end up going through so much shit that you just give in.
like you let the flesh
You let the flesh overcome.
overcome.
Because it's the flesh that's going to feel weak, But the spirit's going to be like, yo, I prophesy this. All I gotta do is get through Jacob's trouble. It's kind of like a workout. You're going through a workout. You know that your goal is to get stronger and to get that physique. But as you pushing that weight, it's starting to hurt.
Your
It's starting
mind
to
is like,
burn.
yo, man,
And your
that's-
body, you like, I got 20 reps.
Hey.
You at 16 reps, and your body like, man, you done, and you just stop. It's either you give up, you give in, or you give it all you got.
I'm gonna read that again. The 2 Ezra 14:17, it says, "For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein." So evils are going to be increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing, and people are going to be getting more and more weary and desperate.
Right.
And when people become desperate, you know, they're you know that instinct of survival of the fittest, man. Dog eat dog kicks in, man.
Let me hit that joint real quick.
Go ahead, Al.
Yup, Sirach 2 starting at the top. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Temptation.
Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Great hour of temptation.
Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So like the bro was saying, you know, we're gonna be going through that adversity, but we gotta remember,
Revelation
all right,
3:10.
that what we're going through is that fire, all right, that's gonna make get that.
I would try you like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
All right, when we going through that adversity, we have to remember, all right, that fire of adversity, all right, is purging us, all right, ultimately turning us into what Yahweh Shem Shah said he would turn us into, which is that fine gold. Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 13, 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir.
And hey, part of that making us more precious than fine gold is like
Salakia. Hit 11, because that's beautiful.
Okay.
Hit 11, yo.
Isaiah 13, 11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity.
That's Jacob's trouble. Go ahead.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
God, that's the days of sorrow. Go ahead.
And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Go ahead.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Okay, so now you see how the Lord said he's bringing judgment. He's going to do all these things, basically to the wicked. But within that, all right, you're going to have the elect, all right, that's going to be that's in that furnace of affliction. But the elect is going to be being purified, within that affliction
made
that
valuable.
the Lord said in the 11th verse.
Yeah.
All right.
It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir.
So there you go.
That's why I
Oh, yeah, get that. Revelation 3:10 is perfect now. 10 and 11.
All right, Revelations 3, 10, and 11. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
And that great hour of temptation, man, we know is Jacob's trouble. Also, the mark of the beast, man. We know that all those things are going to be part of the great hour of temptation because, like we just was bringing out earlier, during that great time of adversity, you either going to be flourishing in your faith or you going to fold, man. Pick an F. You going to flourish or you going to fold. All right.
Hey, because when you look at that, all right, Baba Gashad, you can read that again.
Revelations 3 and 11, 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, so the Lord said, all right, that it's going to the hour of temptation, all right, because we have kept the word, His word. He's going to keep us from the hour of temptation, all right, and that's ultimately pretty much the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Hey, in that day, man, we're going to. Hey, it's not going to be of us.
I was just about to say that.
It's not going to be of us that the reason why we pull through or we make it through is going to be of the spirit of the Lord,
right?
That the Lord put in us is the reason why we was able to make it and push through, man.
Because what's ultimately going to get us through Jacob's trouble? Faith, right? But faith is a gift from the Heavenly Father. You can't acquire faith. You can only receive it from the Heavenly Father in His own will.
And pray for more.
You know what I mean?
Or
And
you
pray
know
for
what?
more.
And also, what's going to increase faith along the way is not only just Isaiah 33:6, but there's going to be trials and tribulations being escaped from.
Oh yeah, the works. That's
Right.
what I'm saying.
Certain works are
Certain
definitely
works.
going to be.
Like, you
faithful.
gonna
It's
know.
It's going to be like confidence. It's going to give you
Yeah.
confidence.
It might be, let's
man.
say it's like, let's say you got, I don't know, FEMA troops out here.
Right.
And then they rounding people up.
Yeah.
It's 100 people out there. 99 get caught. And just somehow you got
That's some faith.
And but I'm gonna say this: if I make brothers, hey, the Lord, if you can receive it, all right, the Lord is already, all right, beginning to keep us, all right, from that hour of temptation, and it started with the jump shot, man.
Yep.
All right,
No, that was like test one.
that was all right. That was the Lord showing us, all right, that He's with us. Because when you look up on the website and you see how many people actually
Adverse effects.
that took it, all right, it actually they said it was I believe 85%.
I got articles on it, but I can't.
Yeah, I was,
85%, which it come up to 66 point 66
Yeah.
percent, man.
That's
All right, and that's actually
That's 2/3 of the
man.
population, bro.
Of the population that actually, went along
Yeah,
with the
because
plan, man.
the electing of 1/3 didn't
And they still pumping it too. Like I was listening to the radio. I was driving Lyft. I was listening to the radio and shit, and then every commercial was talking about it's your third shot, get your booster.
Yeah.
It's your best protection. I had pastors in the car talking about, oh, I got my appointment on Monday. I got mine.
Yeah,
mine.
so-
if they come out with a fourth one, I might have to get that too.
They already were talking
So
about
hey, and I think at this point, man, I think the people them getting it kind of is like it kind of made it's made them into like zombies, man.
Yeah.
Whereas though now they like they program they not
You
even
see that,
thinking about it twice now.
You
Right.
didn't see that artificial technology shit? Look, I don't want to go too crazy,
yeah.
but how it was moving the frequencies and
Yeah,
changing the shit.
yeah.
So they might be able to, what's that one
Remember
movie?
they-
The Kingsman. Remember when they
Kingsman.
turned the
Oh, yeah, they
frequency
said
on?
that. Yeah.
Everybody got the young men.
Start killing each other and shit.
You know, hey, but that goes to show you, all right, that the Lord, okay, hey, the Lord is with us, all right, even in a situation that we're not even thinking of, all right, because a lot of people actually, I know people actually went and got that jump shot, all right, that really didn't even have to get it.
Yeah, they have to get it, yo.
All right, they was on, a fixed income. All right, they ain't really had to do it, but they did it anyway. And why is that? Because the Heavenly Father put it in their spirit to do it, man.
Yup, as soon as they heard they couldn't travel, you couldn't travel or go to restaurants, motherfuckers was like, oh, I'm getting mine tomorrow.
You know?
I'm like, bro, so you on your little small little dainty things you wasn't willing to give up?
Hey,
man?
so but that just goes to show you that the Lord is He's already working with us, man. He's already delivering us. All right, even if we not recognizing, right? Because that jump shot was the prelude to the MOTB or what's to come. All right, like I said, it's the irony. All right, there's no coincidence that 66.6 people actually got it, which is 2/3 of the population, man. All right.
I had back in Revelation 10 or 11. I still got that, yeah.
Whatever.
I still got it.
Lose your soul and gain the whole world? I mean,
Yeah, the ones who shall save their life shall lose
yeah.
it. Try Mark 16, no, Matthew 16:25.
Alright, let me just get to Isaiah.
Yeah, shit, I had a little woes in that. The wind blew a little bit. So
No, we still on the same topic.
Even if you bring it out, it'll bring it back around.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, because we talking about that when people were taking it.
Right.
Yeah, it's let's see, okay, yeah, so Isaiah 30:1. That's it. All right, Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Shemel Shah, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Hey, so when those adverse effects start kicking in, don't go praying to the Lord, ask Him to heal you, man. Because when the whole thing was going on and you were in perfect good health, you went and trusted in the shadow of Egypt, and the result when the adverse effects start to kick in, which we haven't seen because they whipped up the potion in a matter of months.
No, they just been releasing shit left and
Yo.
right about how much.
When the effects start to really kick in, like on a
What did it-
40%, 50%.
What did doctors that they shut up say? I ain't gonna get too much into it, but they said give it 2. They said it was like 18. It was like 12. It was like 12 to 36 months. Watch how many.
Right.
It's too damn early. That shit Harry.
So don't
No.
go
That's
crying
about
to
right.
the Lord.
Think about it. It got the shit is multiplying and changing everything. Remember, every 90 days your cells regenerate, right?
Oh yeah, true.
So you got to think about it. Your cells are trying to regenerate. Your white blood cells are trying to, but they can't now because the shit told them to take a back seat. Now you getting immune deficiencies and all types of crazy
That's
shit.
somewhere in 23 though.
Exactly. It says 12 to 36.
that's-
Also think about it. The people who got
That's 23.
Multiple. Yeah, you got
people
3
who-
of them things.
the people
bro.
who were shooting 100% from the field. You gonna say that? You know what I'm saying? They,
You got 3-pointers and shit.
yeah, I mean, hitting threes, man. Stephen Curry's out this joint, bro.
Threes, huh?
You know? Oh, yeah,
Motherfuckers are about to be out here
Oh,
getting
all right.
and ones and shit.
This is Matthew 16.
Fourth drink. I want to see how you gonna just. It's gonna come to the point where it's gonna be a yearly thing, bro.
Oh no, they already been saying that
It's gonna be
though.
a yearly thing.
They already been saying that too. This is Matthew 16, and I'm gonna start at 24. Then said Yahweh Shai unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul, man?
So what good is it that you gain all these things? Like you said, your little dainties, be able to travel, be able to go eat in restaurants, be able to go to the movies, all these different things, if you done sold out just to do it, man.
Hey, or what is good is all those things when you're not even healthy enough to do it.
That's what I say
You know?
too.
It's like what the fuck? Your health is everything.
That's why Yahweh Shah said, if you want to follow me, bear your cross, man. You gotta be You gotta be able to
lose everything.
go through the motions of the world and go through the obstacles, go through the fire,
God.
take the afflictions, overcome the temptations, and ultimately be willing to die.
And this is if you stay faithful. Verse 27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom.
It said he's going to reward them according to his works. And what is your works? Your faith, man.
God.
Faith without works is
dead.
dead. You know what I mean? Go ahead, hit that out.
1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. As travail upon a woman with child, they shall not escape.
And that's what the reason why we brought that out is because everybody that's initiated that took that initiation, all right, what they were seeking what? Peace and safety.
Peace and safety.
Yeah, he was.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but guess what? Instead of peace and safety, what? All of a sudden, sudden destruction come.
Yeah.
Or all of a sudden, you need
Ailments.
You got ailments. You need a kidney. Your heart
You're
back.
right. And it
All
said
right?
that joint attacks whatever elements you already
you
had.
need a new your heart failing or some
You
shit.
need a new liver.
You know your liver or some shit.
You see the motherfucker that got the pig
All right.
heart transplant?
Yeah, he died.
Dead. Yeah, like 30 days later,
Nope.
some shit, right?
They were seeking peace and safety. What? Okay, and what's going to happen is going to be sudden destruction, man. Are you going one day you're going to wake up dead, man? No. Okay. Hey, go to sleep. All right, and wake up cold, man. All right.
What's going on?
I'm trying to download the Bible. I was trying to do too much data. I had to put safety. Current change the I got Isaiah 24. Yeah, bring that out. I got something.
Isaiah 24, and I start at 3. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord has spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish.
Hey, and that's what these people are ultimately doing, man. All right, they're withering away, man. All right, they have succumbed, all right, to the way of this world. All right, it's going to cost them dearly, man. All right, everything is growing. I see a dude I knew today. He took the motherfucking joint. Hey, man, he lost all his motherfucking weight. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? You know what I mean? He done lost all. I'm like, yo, but you know, hey, I don't know if he see it, but I see it. Yeah. You know, hey, this whole world, this whole place is growing weaker by the day. All right, and when you go into that word language, all right, it means to grow weaker. All right, to grow feeble. All right, and that's what you people are doing. You're physically weak. All right, you're morally weak. All right, you're spiritually weak. All right, you're literally dying because why? Because you people have chosen death instead of life, man.
Ultimately, these people have no conviction. You know what I mean? Ultimately, the only thing they have conviction in is doing wickedness. You know? They strong and firm and doing
flesh.
wicked. But when it comes to doing righteous things, or when it comes to their morals, when it comes to their morals, they switch sides like fucking, you know what I mean? Like the ocean and shit, just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what I mean?
Windshield wipers. You said they switch
back and
up
forth.
like windshield wipers, man.
One day you talk, oh, I'm never getting that. Next thing you know, your job make it mandatory.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
listen, my boy, remember my boy we seen down town? My boy that we seen downtown,
My guy.
right? And I was talking to him like a month prior.
He told me, yeah.
And he was like, yo, I'm like, yo, you got the joint? He's like, nah, I ain't getting that. So he was telling me how, like, but at his job, they do a weekly testing. You know what I mean? He was like, but I ain't getting that. I mean, they could test me all they want. I ain't getting that, Joe. So couple like about a month back, I seen him, and I asked him, I asked him, did he get it? He was like, yeah. Know what I mean? He was like, know what I mean? He was like, my job, know what I mean? They was on my top. I'm like, damn, you know, at that point, I mean, like, when you hear your people say it, at that point, ain't no use to going into it. Yo, what's crazy was, when he said he wasn't getting it, my cousin had got it and we was clowning him. Me and my boy was clowning him. He's like, yo, when we see you, my man was like, yeah, when we see you a month later, all fucked up, looking like motherfucking, like you was in a motherfucking, like you got motherfucking radiation poisoning, nigga, like that. And we was laughing and shit, but then he turned around and he got it.
Oh, man, that's crazy. I got you right here. This is Jeremiah 4:22. It says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding.
Yeah, because if you know Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, all right, then you know that his hands are not too short that he can't save. All right, and his ears are not let's say his ears are not
I know what you're trying to say, but go
It
ahead.
says his hands are not, his arms are not too short they can't reach his, or his ears. It's something
His
like
ears-
his ears are not too small they can hear, or something like
something
that.
like, yo, grab it, because I don't want to butcher. Right, the Lord can hear your prayers. Right, the Lord can deliver you. Right, but our people don't know the Lord. Right, because we use this to go into them not knowing the terror of the Lord, but them not knowing the Lord is also goes into them not knowing that the Lord is able. With the Lord, all things are possible.
Right.
If you knew that, then you wouldn't have to be subject to doing things you don't want to do.
You know, it's crazy because Christians will talk about, oh, I can do all things through Jesus. That strengthens me. But they say it, but they don't speak that same energy, bro.
We was in the gym again having a whole conversation to some Christians, same Christians, and they was asking us, not to get off topic, they was just asking us questions. Mind you, we supposed to believe in Jesus, all things are possible. They was asking questions, how y'all so in me? It's like, bro, man, you diet. I don't eat no shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork. He's like, you don't? I said,
I like how you added it. I don't eat no shrimp, crab, lobster, pork.
I said all it said, look, take this religion out of it, scientifically proven all that shit is toxic. But you believe in Jesus, right? You know the law will tell you not to. He's like, you know what? Yeah.
I'm like, I tell people, like, you think that God just some tyrant that want to control your life? Oh, you can't eat this. Like, you're missing out. There's
like
a reason.
Parent. That's like a parent.
Exactly.
They tell you something for your own good.
Yeah.
And you think they trying to control you, and they did. But really, the things that they tell you is for your own good. It's going to benefit you.
Yep,
exactly.
Hey, the Lord promotes life, man.
Exactly.
All right, that's really the bottom line.
Not symptomatic evil.
All right. Nobody want to die, but you doing everything that should die.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
I got more than that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I had, it was more than this.
Oh no, just there. Let me bring that out real quick.
Yep. Isaiah 59:1. Behold, Yahweh Shem Yahweh's hand is not shortened that it cannot save, neither his ear heavy that it cannot hear.
So there you go. You got more of that?
But your iniquities have separated between you and your power.
So there you go. That's perfect. All right, your iniquities, because we're saying my people are shadows, they have not known me. All right, but the Lord tells you right here, the reason why the Lord, all right, is not don't deliver you, or the reason why you don't know the Lord is why? Because your iniquities have separated you from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it says, but your iniquities have separated you from your power. And your power, and your sins have hid his face from you, that he would not hear.
So there you go. Now, man, go ahead now. Boom.
Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil.
They are wise to do evil,
but to do good they have no knowledge.
So guess what? The Lord ain't fucking with you. Mm-hmm. All right, just put it bluntly. All right, the Lord said, all right, his people are wise to do evil. If we, believe and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, then we would do what Yahweh Shem Yahushua require of us. All right, so that we may be brought back to his good graces.
Hey, just because you said that, let me go back to Isaiah 24 real quick. That is 5th verse. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Oh, there you go. There's nothing.
So there you go. Put that into it.
They broke that everlasting covenant, man. You know, and that's ultimately the reason why the Lord has his anger, his wrath has come upon us the way it has, and we've been what? We've been sent to our enemies, not really to be destroyed, but fucked up, bro. We fucked up out here, man. We got Jake out here don't know what's going on, man. Jake don't know what's going on. What Meek Mill said? He said you got niggas that talk about it. Niggas that he said you got niggas that talk about it, niggas that be about it, niggas that don't even know what the fuck is going on, bro.
But you also remember Isaiah 1 said don't consider.
That's really like what you see today. You got people who talk the talk. What Yahushua say? Be ye. He says no. That was James who said be ye a doer of the word, not hearer. But no, he said Yahushua said these people profess unto me with their lips, but their hearts is far from me. Yeah. These people are they talk the good talk, bro.
They honor me with their lips.
You know what I mean? They talk a good talk. Then you got people, the motherfuckers who about it. Like brothers like us out here doing the work, having faith in the Lord, coming back into the ways. And then you got Jake that don't even know what the fuck is going on. How is it here? It's 2022 and you still calling yourself black? Right. You still don't. You never heard of the Israelites.
When I see
what the fuck do you live under a rat?
When I see the Israelites in Japan, bro, caught me off guard.
Yeah, bro. How is it in 2022 and you don't know who the Israelites are, man?
You live here, but you don't know. But in Japan, there's camps. Come on, bro. Yeah. Where you been at?
Motherfuckers live under a rock,
that's
bro.
Dope. That's dope.
Off grid for real.
All the other in the articles and shit, I can't really get into because it goes into the shit that we can't talk about for real.
It's Romans 10:2-3. It says, "For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahushua."
You got a lot of jigs that do that, especially these so-called Christians, right? They establish their own righteousness and what they
Famine.
deem to be right.
Famine,
You know?
the word is upon us.
But they really ain't
Ark just
following
came
the
out.
ordinances and the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai,
Lock,
you know?
You know, we got into this yesterday. I'm
But you know, I'll give it to Jake. You know, Jake be zealous, man. You know, you got these devout Christians and these people trying to do right and live.
Yeah.
They, you know, they zealous, but they're not. It's not according to knowledge, man. They deem what they deem to be righteous in the eyes of the Lord, and then they do the things which is unrighteous in the eyes of the Lord. Even if it's as simple as not following the dietary laws, you know. But y'all people, y'all celebrate these false holidays, pagan holidays. Y'all reverence these false gods through these traditions, and y'all don't even realize it. But I'm sure all these people have heard as much information is out here today, and as much what you would call it, not just us, but you got a lot of other people out here who speak against the traditions and stuff that you see today, and bring out the origins of it, like pagan gods and shit. All this information out here today, and you still.
Well, because they'll say, well, my God loves everybody and is accepting of all.
That's established in their own righteousness.
Yeah, right.
That's what they would say.
They
That's
think
why
just
they-
they think just being a good person and not causing anyone harm.
Oh, I fed the poor today.
I fed the
It
poor.
is, it is.
I am a servant of God. I got dunked in some water and now I'm saved.
Alright.
I'm covered. I'm good.
I've seen my pastor do miracles.
No, what did he say? I chose
chose God.
Jesus, I chose Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior.
Yo, listen.
Alright.
Christian Vaughn and Jim said that to us yesterday. I chose. I said, whoa, we got. He's like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
whoa. You chose. Nah, bro, don't work that way. He's
One
like,
boy on the side, he kind of chilled because he knew we was a little advanced. He's like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, like we
tell
said, we
was too advanced.
we went to
for him,
war,
like,
bro.
yeah.
It felt good. I ain't do that. It's
Because
like,
you know,
You have to
you
defend
go
the- you have to
you go
defend the
with
gospel,
Christians,
bro.
bro. They don't bring no scriptures. You have your little pockets of Christians that'll come with scriptures.
or they'll bring scriptures that cut
They'll come,
themselves.
yeah, and they'll
Yeah,
come
yeah.
because they don't
like, yeah, he
understand
like,
it.
what he say? What's that?
He said
Romans
Romans 3:28. I said, you really want to do
He
that,
said
bro?
Romans 3:20. He was like, really, nigga?
You really want to
Like,
do that?
Really,
You don't want to do that.
bro, dog, like,
Oh shit.
like, yo.
Anytime somebody bring out John 3:16, you be like, oh, you a rookie.
It's real
Oh,
shit.
you're a rookie.
Real shit though.
You don't really do this, do you?
That's Christian 101
What?
though.
That's what you
what?
learn. That's what you learn in orientation.
And then when you sit here and break down the three different types of worlds
Yeah,
and
that shit ain't
understanding
work.
and all that, yo, he still was like, but it still says world, bro.
Yeah.
In English class, right? When they give you a
You
book
got
to
two.
read,
You got two. You got two.
You got two.
No, we hit him with the
You got T.O. You got T.O.O. You got T.O.W. You got
TOE.
T.O.E.
You got TOE.
That's
Oh, two.
TWO2.
You got do.
No,
You got do.
No,
No,
that's top.
Yes, it's
Tau.
Tau. No, it's
Tau.
Tau.
TWO.
That's Tau.
But look, you got do. You got do.
Okay, cool.
You got do, and do, right? You got DUE, when something is due, you gotta pay it. You got DO, which is the action. You got DEW, which is the fucking water coming out of, you know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, so
That's
what you talking?
English.
What you talking about, bro? Yo, like we hit him, bro. I was like, yo, so what is so like so?
No.
I was like,
He
yeah.
went Acts 2 and 21. And then was like, ye men of Israel, hear these words. They still drew.
Yo,
I'm like,
literally, it was like this.
oh.
Ready? He's like, yeah, that's what my God says. And then we read the next verse. Ye men of Israel. Well, see, he was changing the conversation. Oh, God.
Yo, bro.
But you know what? That Christianity is one hell of a drug.
That's
man.
one hell of a drug.
That shit had you
Yeah, man.
hooked like,
Hey,
bro.
that shit up there. That's like heroin.
Strongholds, bro.
What?
That's like heroin, bro.
It's like heroin.
One hit kill. Heroin is a one hit kill.
Islam is like crack.
Yeah.
Islam is crack and shit.
Facts.
Know what I mean?
Christianity is like heroin, one hit kill. You in it. Fucking Islam,
That's
bro.
like crack.
They chasing their high. Like, I don't know, it's dope. Let me go get. I gotta get another hit of this.
Yeah. When I took
And-
my
and-
shahada, I think I felt a
and-
little tingle on my toes.
And the truth is, what's that? What they call it? Narcan. That
Bring you back.
Bring you back?
Narcan.
Oh,
Narcan.
Narcan.
The truth is like, yo, y'all,
break
some
you-
other shit. Hold up.
Narcan, like, let me hit this nigga with some Narcan.
Yo, I seen yo, what's crazy is I seen right outside of one of my old stores or whatever, by the dumpsters, it was somebody passed out. You know what I mean? The ambulance came up and hit me with Narcan, right? He woke up mad as shit. Ah, y'all got me.
Because he was trying.
Yo, it's crazy. I seen the same thing.
Y'all got me.
Passed out all fucked up. They hit him with the Narcan. He woke up pissed.
Yo,
Y'all
fucked up,
do that.
Yo, you know the team up with Welsh. The old joint there, the Hooters, where all the dumpsters
Yeah,
at.
you just
Boom,
saved your life.
white lady passed out in his jaw. She's like, God.
I fucked up my eye, man.
That's the truth. That Narcan, like, yo, you come up out that shit.
That's the truth. God, wake your ass up,
Pick
man.
your ass up.
You know?
Oh, no,
yeah.
the article.
Now we're going to switch gears a little bit.
Yeah, we got into the famine of the word a little bit yesterday, but just today another article just came out. It
Hey,
says,
and let me say this, man. You know, the prophecies coming to pass is so much so that, all right, a lot of our speech is going to seem, you know, repetitive. All right.
But hey, even the scriptures are repetitive.
Yeah,
all
kind.
the prophets quoted each other.
So we, you know, hey, it's going to, you know, the closer we get, the more repetitive it's going to seem. So, hey, but this is our job. This is the job we was given. So this is the job we're going to do.
Hey, it's kind of like sales. Sometimes you gotta tell the customer something 4 or 5 times before they say yes. So it's the same thing today. We gotta tell y'all these prophecies a couple times before y'all fucking get that shit.
God. So I'm gonna show y'all. Look at that. Even a caution tape over his mouth.
Matter of fact, in the spirit of what we just said, get
Hey,
before,
and even
before,
that.
this, you know, just because we kind of mentioned it, so we might well just bring out a precept to back it up a little bit. All right.
Talking about like Hebrews. You got the Hebrews trying to say the remaining. Oh no,
That's 10:26.
That's in Wilford. It's kind of the same thing.
It is in a way. I see where you're going with it.
Right, you're just proving the point
It's,
again that the church is repetitive.
Go ahead, get it out.
It's John 15:22. It says Yeah. I started at 21. 21. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak for their sin.
God, so we coming out here, all right, in a repetitive with a repetitive
Cadence.
message, all right, to repent, all right, to you know, the prophecies, all right, and like we say, like at some time it might seem redundant, but it's a necessary, it's necessary, if you will, all right, it's a kind for the greater good, all right, that we kind of beat this message into your head, man. You know, hey, that's how they do on the radio. They'll play the same songs,
Same song.
over and over and over and over and over.
Yo, you start knowing the ad-libs and the ding-dong.
Yeah,
It's called syncopated music for a reason.
Kind of, so hey, we're singing that same song over and over and over and over again, man.
And it is necessary because I learned most of my precepts by hearing them so many times.
Yeah.
Like you hear every brother, you go open up a video, bro. Oh, we just brought that out. Oh, I just heard that. And you know, you start brother reading the script, you sitting here reciting it with him. Yeah, it goes under your breath. You know the precept.
Man, what they say, the master of
Repetition is the master of skill.
The father of skill.
Repetition is the father of skill.
Yep, repetition is the father of skill. All right, now.
God, so
Let's go.
article, it says DHS creating disinformation governance board ahead of midterms. Midterm elections are coming up. So they're creating a new board to basically combat what they call misinformation. Now, we already know that's just basically anything that they don't deem fit for their new world order or whatever their agenda, because what's happening is this. The prophets are doing two things. We got them thinking we're slowing their kingdom down, because remember, they have but a short time, so they're trying to get everything out as soon as possible. And as disinformation, as information is being circulated, people are being woken up to the point where they don't want to go with the narrative. But at the same time, the prophets are also speeding up their downfall in the kingdom of heaven. So in their heads, they're like, yo, man, we gotta figure out how to shut these motherfuckers up. All right, so it says,
Let me get this real quick.
go ahead.
This is Daniel 12 and 4, it says, but thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. I already.
But this is why they're trying to shut this shit down.
Because what knowledge is being increased, man. They say what the truth that been so long without fruits should be declared. All right, and that's what's happening. So what now? They have to find a way to muzzle it, right? To quiet it, right? To push the mute button.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they can get their plans. It's like we putting roadblocks in their plans. So it's like we're speeding up our time, but we're slowing down their time. At the same time, we're speeding up their time. If that makes sense. You know, because they want their new world order, but when people start going, nah, man,
They got to pull back.
yo,
and come at it another
think about
way.
it. Every time the government was about to do something, we prophesied about it before they did it, and how many times they started and then shut it the fuck down.
Like when they were saying, like we was going into how like that jump shot was a prelude to the MOTB.
Yep.
And then you had some people coming out saying it was the MOTB, and then when they were saying that that we were saying that when the MOTB come out, that they was going to use, all right, they was going to have that information of the jump shot downloaded on that to know your status, all right. And then they came out and said that's not true. This, that, the third, blah, blah, blah. And then months later they came out and said, all right, the Pentagon got a CHIP, all right, to put under your skin to monitor your basically your
heart rate and
monitor your jump shot your jump shot status, man.
Yep, records and all that. Yep. All right. It says the Department of Homeland Security (DHS) is creating a disinformation governance board to control narratives, combat whatever they deem misinformation before the 2022 midterms and beyond.
Now, notice what they said. It said to combat whatever they deem as misinformation.
Yep.
All right.
Anything that's against their narrative.
And ultimately, I believe they're going to try to make Jake, us brothers out here that's on the highways and hedges, or they're going to try to make us seem like we're pretty much insane.
Yep.
All right, so whereas though they grabbing brothers up, all right, saying that they're not mentally stable, all right, to try to put you in a loony bin, all right, and things of that nature, all right, because you notice with everything with the boys shooting up the train and them guys that chick and that guy that did that shit in Jersey, all right, they already putting it out there like, all right, motherfuckers is wackos or crazy. All right, they said the guy that shot the train, he was on the street corner screaming at unsuspecting people walking down the street. That sounds like a person that's lost it, man. All right, but that's Esau's way of demonizing us in a way that's legal, man.
So in the article, there's a tweet by Joel Berry. It says, it's only been a couple days since Elon purchased Twitter, and the government has already formed a Ministry of Truth. Breaking Biden admin Department of Homeland Security to create a disinformation governance board. This is all part of the tweet. It says, it will be headed by Nina Jaworski, who previously served as a disinformation fellow at the Wilson Center and advised the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry as part of the Fulbright Clinton Public Policy Fellowship. Fulbright Clinton, come on, man. She also oversees the Russia and Belarus program at the National Democratic Institute. I ain't really gonna get into all that. Basically, we already know what they're doing, man. They're gonna start creating teams to monitor everything, and they already got our faces. All you men of the Lord is out there been putting videos out, been on the highways and byways. They got your face on a backboard somewhere with Apostle Hard, the bar, and like the little web tree.
Oh yeah. I
and be like, all right, these are the heads. Okay, these are the captains. I believe these are servants of the throne, and then they're going to sit here and figure out how to defame us, discredit us, and like the brother said, to make us look, senile, fucking crazy, man.
That's going to be a major test for women, the so-called women in the truth. When they have men that's doing the work, and when we get demonized, and their families start coming at them like, is this such and such? This is David?
Yeah.
He's a rapist.
This is
He's
Dawa
insane.
Dawa?
He was this. Are you really with this guy? You know, no, my fold.
Yeah, but a lot of people go for it. That's why I said
Yeah.
that we brought up the precept the other day about how it's going to be young family members turning you in.
Yeah.
You know, because they know you ain't crazy. They know there's some truth. Because mind you, it got to the point where our family don't even do certain holidays or holidays at all because they know that what we're saying holds truth. They might not want to subscribe to it, but they like, yeah, this thing's talking the truth though. But we gonna let them go. But at the same time, because we disrupted the family.
Yeah, it used to be a whole thing.
It used to be a thing.
Yeah, it used to be a
Remember going to
thing.
Going to pop crib for any holiday was like, boom, chicken,
Hey, yo, and that's why for real, that's why our brothers, we can't go back to the world.
Exactly.
There's no way we could go back to the
It's
world.
gonna be shameful.
Not just shameful,
shaming
but
our power, bro.
But what when you think about it, how would you even look?
It's too much.
It's like,
too
yo,
much.
you know what I mean? We already done put everything on the line. You know what I mean? It's done, man. There's literally nothing to go back to.
Yep.
All right, you just gonna put the Lord to an open shame. You gonna put yourself to an open shame.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I mean? We did it.
And to the ones who
You know what
don't
I'm saying?
believe, you still gonna look crazy.
Yeah,
God,
man,
you did all that. And you
Nah,
ain't
bro.
even-
I pray that that spirit is just like, they catch me on TV with a noose around my neck.
I can't even.
These niggas is lying.
Yo, I can't even. Like, when you think about it, like, yo, why? Like, I'm about to go out on my shield.
Exactly.
Like, fuck it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm here now.
Exactly.
No, go ahead, bro.
Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's funny. Ain't that remind when you said that you better go on your sword? I don't know. For some reason, this reminded me of Saul, King Saul, when he when he died. He was like, I think he was talking to David, and he was like something. He was like, no man, kill me.
No, that wasn't David. That was the yeah, I would say grab it, but it wasn't David. That was
He said, kill me.
He was like,
He
don't
want the heathen.
He don't want. He said, I don't want to die from these uncircumcised.
Hold on. David killed him. The guy that because he killed Saul. He killed Saul.
So Saul told him
in that war.
No, Saul told
Saul
him to
was
kill him.
Saul was
He
basically
said,
dying,
yeah.
or he was
like,
injured as
yo,
fuck.
he was like, yeah,
So he's like, yo, kill
let me
me.
fall on my sword.
You follow my sword because I don't want to, unless these uncircumcised Philistines
all right.
Yeah.
kill me. Like, I'm about to die.
And then you said King David killed the boy that killed him.
Yeah, that killed Saul. He like, yo, how you know that? He like, cause I killed him. He owed the debt. Oh, I put his ass to death. I forget who that was.
Saul died in that battle.
Yeah.
Saul. Cause remember, when he went to the witch. And Samuel told him that, hey, yo, you gonna be here with me, you and your son. You know, and he died in that battle. But the guy that you particularly, that wasn't David, because he reported back to David like, Saul fell in the battle. He like, how you know? He like, because he was.
I knew, but I knew David had something to do with the situation. Like he killed him. I knew it was something like that.
Yep. Go ahead.
Unrighteous decree. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
And that's what all this is an unrighteous decree. All right, because how can your country be built
Shalom,
on what you call freedom of speech? All right, Shalom. All right, how can your country be built on what you call freedom of speech? All right, and then you turn around, all right, and ban or pretty much censor freedom of speech. All right, that's just hypocritical, man. All right.
So I said, Esau make laws to break laws.
Matter of fact, no, that's a hypocrite. All right. You know, Esau, and if that don't tell you your Constitution is toilet paper, I don't know what does. All right, they coming at the freedom of speech. All right, which really is going to trickle down to the men that's preaching this truth, man. Because that's they doing all this. All right, in a crafty way to get to the men that's speaking this truth, man. All right, none of that shit that you think they talking about is the real reason. The real reason for all this that's being done is the silence this truth, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 10, starting at 5, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation.
All right, now this hypocritical nation, this will talk about Israel, but we know according to Deuteronomy 30:7, all right, that all the curses shall pass on unto the heathen nation. So the hypocritical nation now is Esau, Edom. Go ahead, bro.
Yep, I will send him against I will send him against in a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
God. All right. Follow the shot. You
Yep.
do that again.
Verse 6, I will send him against in a hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge, to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
God. And that's what the Lord is ultimately going to do. All right. This place is hypocritical. All right. This place is full of lies. All right. Robbery, deceit. All right. All abomination, wickedness. And the Lord is going to bring judgment upon it swiftly, man. All right, for all these things, man. You can't just, all right, where it says thy sins have reached up into heavens, man, and the Lord have remembered them. Now you just can't, all right, think you're going to do what you want to do without any repercussions from Yahweh Shah. All right, it don't work like that, man. All right.
Said, surely the wicked shall not go unpunished.
Should not be acquitted. That's just true, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I am.
Proverbs
11 to 21, I knew that shit. Damn, got a little brain jar. That's cool. Bring
I
it
got
up.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
This is Proverbs 11 and 21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
Oh, matter of fact, this is the one right. So yeah, man. Hey,
I thought there was no better scriptures.
hey, but yeah, man. Hey, the wicked is not going to go.
Look at the sign. These motherfuckers is evil, bro.
Facts.
Remember, look. They're gonna use the black folk in the pew in
In the churches.
the churches.
In the choir and shit.
And let's get back to singing praise together again. Make sure you get your jump shot Philly.
Oh yeah. That's it. This is Jeremiah 49 and 12. It says, for thus saith Yahweh Shem Shah, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished, but thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. That's pretty good. We go 13 too. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh Shem Shah, that Basra shall become a desolation, and a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. That's great.
So, right, bro.
That's that future. Basra is synonymous with Edom, man. Basra was the city of Esau, man, the so-called white man.
You know, capital, I believe.
You got something? This is Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. All right, so the wicked is not going to be acquitted, man. All right, for all, like I said, for all the abominations, all the wickedness, all the unrighteous decrees. All right, this devil is going to pay. All right, he's going to pay with that pound of flesh, man. That all right, by that blood, man. All right, there's no way this devil is going to be acquitted, man. Hey, what's that saying? Not on God's green earth. You know? Gotcha.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua required that which is past.
So the Lord required the past, man. All right? All right, so with that, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash.
double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, salutations to the Akim that pushes word throughout the four corners of the planet. Shalom to the elect.